I've always thought that people never ask the cameramen what they think, and yet we've always been observers as well. And I don't know anybody who knows Afghanistan better than you who's been here longer. So I wanted to ask you three questions. Firstly, do you think that the Taliban will be back in Kabul at any time?
Yeah, I think the Taliban will be back one day. I don't think they'll be as extreme as they were before, but one never knows. Don't forget, the Taliban are a political or ideological movement that exists in Afghanistan. They represent very much the Pashtun way of life, which is under attack today, and that's why one of the many reasons why there's more resistance building up. Because initially they thought the international community was going to help, but in fact it's been very slow, and it's made a lot of mistakes, and consequently, and a lot of these military confrontations are because of it. And the more fighting you have in Afghanistan, the more resistance that will build up to the Western influence and whoever's here.
You've seen the Mujahideen come, the Mujahideen go, the Russians come, the Russians go, the Taliban come, the Taliban go. Could you ever imagine that you'd see the British Army here?
No, and if I'd known the British would have been here one day, I actually wouldn't have come in 1980. I decided the other. There's no criticism of the British Army, but you know, during the Soviet occupation, the West was involved because obviously the Soviet Union occupied Afghanistan. We were very keen for it to be an independent country, and of course, what's going on today isn't really supporting an Afghan idea of independent country. We're all trying to bring foreign ideas, trying to bring this country into the future, which of course in fact most Afghans are against, because they just want to have a traditional lifestyle where they've lived for centuries without any foreign interference. The more people that are hurt in military confrontations, the more resistance there will be to foreign presence.
Everybody goes on, well, people like you and I do, about the history of this country. Should we be learning lessons of history, or are we overstating them? I mean, has the world changed? Can NATO do what no one else has ever done before?
Well, armies are not designed to rebuild countries, and I'm fed up with people comparing this to the Marshall Program, which is complete rubbish. You know, there's no comparison whatsoever. You know, armies are designed to destroy the enemy of your country. And that's it. You know, they're not equipped to rebuild. And this is also an Islamic country. It's not a Christian country. So culturally, they're completely out of step what's going on. They don't understand it. They are working with a small percentage of society that welcomes them because financially they benefit from it. But vast majority of the people don't benefit from the Western presence here. So, you know, history, you know, the British were beaten here 3 times. The Soviet, of course, was beaten here. It took them 8 years to realize that they'd be beaten.